I put this program together because what I've seen as far as character, going on in athletics today, I know it needed to be addressed. And I wanted to supply a system to kind of help coaches out and captains on the team and support staff, give them something that can help navigate and address that issue. But really, to be honest, and be more transparent, this is really my story. I kind of think about all the times that I wasn't successful and really taking, personal responsibility. And I look at those 8 criteria points and I figured out, I violate one of those. If I look at every area where I made a mistake or I made a misstep, it's because one of these 8 criteria I violated. It was some area where I wasn't consistent, where I was falling short, why I wasn't getting the results I needed because I wasn't consistent on some things. And I remember many a times I wasn't humble enough. I thought I knew everything. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. They had everything figured out, and that kind of stifled my growth and opportunity. I remember my attitude. It's whatever I wanted to put out that day, depending on what type of attitude I had. And man, and how much progress did I not gain from that? And I remember not being motivated. Because I was so thinking about my own results and what I didn't achieve. I wasn't thinking about serving someone else. So the vision wasn't bigger than myself to get me up, right? So I can be a part of what was going on that was outside of me. Well, what was going on with my team, what was going on or wherever I was working at, really getting involved in there and being a problem solver. It was just all about me. Yeah, I remember many times, not, persevering. I was going through some personal things in my life that I didn't want to share. I was closing in. I was becoming more isolated, not really reaching out and understanding that people was out there to help me through the process. I remember many times of me not walking in integrity. Oh man, wanting to, cut corners in the weight room, not really putting it all out or being, physically ready and, then for the season. I remember that, not studying hard enough for the classroom and not, preparing, for a great opportunity, a business opportunity, wasn't dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. That was an integrity issue. That was nobody else but me. And remember my life, and not enough order in my life. Had, too much stuff going on at one time, but had a lot of clutter, not with so much bad influences, but I was just not narrowing myself down to one area I needed to go to meet that goal. I had too much stuff going on, right? And I remember, not embracing my role and embracing my niche. I remember that. I wanted to do it my way. I thought this is the way I was being successful, and if you was to cut this way out, I wasn't going to get there, because that was the only way I could see success and happiness. Right? I wasn't, willing to embrace what somebody was asking me to do so I can enjoy something that I didn't experience yet. How many experiences did I just let pass by because I was so dead set on how this thing should go for my life, right? So this is more about my story, than just, helping carry. And I really want to do that now because, like I said, I've been working it over 20 years and I've saw athletes make the same mistake that I made. So that's why I put, this thing together. Hey, thanks guys for taking advantage of this promotional course to kick off the student athlete character development programs that I will be launching more of in the future. I know this will make a positive impact on your program as well as build that character culture you desire for your student athletes. So this is what you need to do now. You need to send this link to your players to get them start studying these core values now. And then you want to identify the leaders on your team, who want to keep their teammates accountable according to these core values. And also make sure that you print off the PDF flyer that has all these core values on it so they can put in their lockers so they can meditate on them daily. All right. So this is your big, huge next step. This is what you need to do. You need to schedule a workshop with me. That's right. Schedule a workshop with me so I can come out and train your student athletes on the importance of character and make them understand that character is your number one brand and how to implement character into your daily lives where you can see success in the things that you do. All right. We know we can all agree that character is something we need to carry with the rest of our lives. We know it's important to our program now and building our program, but we want to build student athletes that walk in character for the rest of their lives. They won't just be a representation of our program, but you can ensure that you can be proud of the product that you're putting out into the world. Okay, so in this workshop, this is what we'll be doing. You'll have extensive overview, a very extensive overview and training of how to identify personal character flaws and how to process on how to address and correct them. And this is the key, right? So we're going to work this program with real life examples so kids can see themselves in that and they say, hey, yeah, that might be something I need to correct and change. I did not know this about me. I did not know that's the road that I'm traveling. Right, so that's the point of this. One of the emphasis points of this workshop is we make sure that we teach them how to identify their own character flaws, and also they'll be given a training workbook. And in this workbook, they will set character goals, they will measure progress, and they will document personal development change. Now, that's key, right? Because you want them to see at the end of their journey with you how much they've grown. They have it documented, and they will use these skills for the rest of their life. I can guarantee you that. All right, we want to give them skills on how to access outside resources for help, because we want the people around them to be their character team, right? To keep them growing and accountable. And also, most importantly, we want to teach them how to create a character culture around them, especially on your campus and the community, right? So this workshop is going to be powerful and very impactful, right? And these are the type of tools you can share, with your support staff, your other coaches, and also to parents, right? You can kind of start this early in the home in this process so everybody has the same, character, language, and expectation. All right. So guys, before you leave, make sure you subscribe to CoachBobbyJackson.com so you can stay up to date to upcoming events, character training tips, and helpful tools for student athlete development. Right now, I'm key on that. I'll be issuing out nuggets all the time, so you want to make sure you stay up on that. And guys, make sure you comment. Make sure you leave a comment or ask any questions you need. And I want to hear your thoughts and your feedback. And also, I want to hear about things that you want me to talk about. Different topics that might come up that you want me to coach you up on. All right. So guys, make sure you stay involved because we want to build this community for change. We want to put character back on top when it comes to our student athlete development.